Okay, are you ready? Settling down? Yeah? So, hello, and my name is Dan Roja, and I want to defeat capitalism. In this moment, we're going to live together. We're going to see if being a YouTuber is a performance. So, indeed, maybe when you were coming here before coming here tonight, you went on the Born Performance Art Festival website to check out a bit the artists, and if you did, well, on the artist, if you scroll down, quite down, at kind of the end, yeah, here it is, okay, you can see, I'm going to put it a little bigger, Darren Roja, aka Grey Truth. So Grey Truth is a YouTube channel I launched in March of this year, and since then I've been posting almost one video per week. And it's really interesting because when I launched this channel, well, a lot of people, mainly from the art world, obviously, would ask me, but is this YouTube channel, is it a performance? Amazing. I thought it was really a weird question. So I decided to make a performance or a YouTube video to be able to talk about it and to try to find better the links we could make between a performance and a YouTube video. So as I told you, I launched the channel in March of this year. I've been posting almost one video per week since. So let's see, the last one is being a YouTuber, a performance. Hello everybody, and welcome in the Grey Truth studio. So here on this YouTube channel, I try to question the relations between art and politics. So I try to question the social role of art in society, and how could contemporary art help to defeat capitalism through an anti-establishment populist discourse. So I make various videos about it to question the various forms of power. But what is the power of art? And how can a precise artistic attitude can contribute of creating an elitist society? But in today's performance, it depends, because you are watching this video, you're not watching a performance, but a YouTube video. Yeah, sure, no, now I'm in my studio recording a video, talking to a camera, recording a video for a performance for the Born Festival. Yeah, but now I'm in Born Festival doing a performance that is recorded to be shown then on YouTube. Like now I'm recording this moment for a performance in Bern, but a performance could also be recorded to be shown here on YouTube. But anyway, in the performance you're watching right now, well, right now, if you are in Bern, but maybe you're not in Bern and you're watching this video on YouTube. Yeah, so, well, anyway, let's try not to get too confused with all these things. Yeah, but even if we'll see at the end of this video or this performance that it is this exact confusion, I believe that is interesting. Huh? Anyway, if you're part of the audience watching the performance in Bern in the Slash Theater on the 27th, 28th or 29th of November, you now understood that this performance is recorded with this camera and this one. Hey, I said this camera and this one. You like the joke? So, since this camera is pointing at you, at the audience, there is a possibility that you will be filmed doing this performance. So if you don't want to be filmed and you don't want to be shown here on YouTube, what I would totally understand, no problem, and that's why I'm let's not get confused again with these layers of temporality. That's why now I'm distributing these masks that will allow you to preserve your anonymity. Like that, I would be able to show this video, this performance, sorry, I'm getting confused again, this performance on YouTube here. Okay, I think now the masks must be distributed, yeah? Yeah? Are they? Yeah. Okay. Okay, cool. So maybe now it's time to let the live moment start and to the performance to start. Okay? Ready? Okay, oh, I kept that, that's not good for the video, sorry. So is being a YouTuber a performance? I think to understand better these questions, I forgot to put the lights, because for the video, can somebody check if the frame is good? The frame on the camera. I forgot to do that. Yeah, it's good? It's recording. Yeah, okay. I think it's a little higher. Okay, so as I was telling you, sorry, is being a YouTuber performance? I think that to be able to answer to this question, we have to define a few things, a few frameworks, a few contexts. So, to do so, I will take these two things. We have, on one side, the YouTube context, the YouTube framework. Okay? And on the other side, obviously, the contemporary art performance context framework. Okay, so when I'm here, I'm obviously doing a performance talking to you guys, but if I move to here, I do a YouTube video for you guys watching this video. And maybe you're watching this video on your phone, maybe on your computer. You're maybe watching this video in Bern, but maybe you're in, I don't know, Brussels, where I live, or in Vevey, for example, where I come from. You're maybe in 2019, but maybe in 2020, 2030, or even maybe 2100, and then you're maybe on the moon. But if you're watching this video in 2100, I suppose I'm dead or a kind of weird robot. But for you watching this performance, we're on the 28th of... It moved a bit? It's okay, cool. So for you watching this live moment, we are here in the Schlachthaus Theater on the 28th, 27th of November in Bern, in the Bonn Festival... I knew I would get this one. Festival Bonn... in which order does it go? Bonn Art Festival. Bonn Performance Art Festival, watching performance. And the title of this year is News Body, Performance is Art. No, news is performance, performance is news. So I suppose I'm here to talk about news. And in today's newspaper, we saw that there was a problem with the bears in Bern. And that could be a topic we talk about in this video, but unfortunately, maybe you're in 2100 on the moon, so maybe this topic about the problem of the bears in Bern doesn't concern you that much. So we can now understand that news is quite relative to time and to space. So let's have a wider vision of news, a wider vision of temporality, and we're rather going to try to make a kind of state-of-the-art of contemporary art performance, and more precisely, how it interacts with other forms of culture or other forms of art. So, if we bring the context of contemporary art next to the YouTube one, well, we can see they're not that different, huh? Obviously, there's differences because now I'm live in the Schlachthaus Theater doing a performance in front of you guys on the 27th of November. And here you're watching a YouTube video that is recorded and then edited, because here I do this performance 3 times. I will have to do a little editing of this video and then upload it on YouTube, and you may be in the... So then there's this repetition of the live moment, and then it's edited, and I do kind of best of the 3 performances. But I thought that to answer this question, is being a YouTuber a performance, I thought it was better to talk about the link and the similarities rather than the differences. So let's take a little distance again. We could define that both contemporary art framework and the YouTube framework has a similar relation to news. Indeed, you're watching a YouTube video and you're then on internet, this incredible platform, internet, an amazing platform which is a kind of counterpower towards the hegemony of traditional media. And in this sense, YouTube, you watching this video, is kind of what we could call new news. And you here watching this contemporary art performance, you're also watching new news. Because you decided to come here tonight in Bern to see a performance, to see a new vision of the world. A new way of seeing the world, a new information about the world. And then this is also new news. So now we have the link new news. So we can now see the link new news between this framework, the contemporary art framework, and the YouTube framework. So now let's try to see how they interact. So if I move this here, well, we see that quite quickly, if we try to make these two frameworks interact, we have a kind of problem with this black part of contemporary art. And this black part of contemporary art, it's everything we have in mind in the contemporary art framework. So it could be art history, contemporary art codes, or maybe the idea of judgment. All these things we have in our mind when we go and see a contemporary art piece, or we have to produce a performance for a festival. So today we're going to try to have a little a lighter vision of contemporary art, to try to get a bit rid of all the codes of contemporary art, and like that we will be able to be a little more free to try to interact. So I know, oh wow, yeah, it's frightening, because then when we don't have all our codes and all that, we're like thinking, oh, but we're going to fall, but look, it's okay. The YouTube context is still helping us to stand up, so it's not a problem at all. So what happens when we try to interact with contemporary art and the YouTube context? Okay. Okay. It's working. It's not that it's a bit precarious like that, but it's working. Okay, so this is often what happens when we try to interact with contemporary art and a YouTube context or other form of popular culture. Contemporary art goes above the other medium, and when people ask me the question, is being a YouTuber a performance, this is exactly what happened. It was like if making these videos for you guys, just to use them and then put them in the contemporary art context. But it's problematic, because I'm really happy to do videos for you guys, and at the same time I'm a contemporary artist, and I also want to talk to the contemporary art audience. So if I want to do so, well, I have to go on another level. And this, for me, is really problematic. The fact that I have to go on another level to be able to talk to you guys. Because it means that I'm above the YouTube context. Now, it's not that interesting for YouTube, this frame, I suppose. And this is a lot, by asking this question, is your YouTube channel a performance? It's exactly that. It places art above other forms of culture, where we would just use something from popular culture and then bring it into art. And I know it's always, when we talk with artists, we're always like, oh yeah, normal people, they do that, but us artists, we're not that normal. And we have this kind of weird vision of the world where we would be in another world above other people, and we will have this, crazy superior vision of the world. And the definition of high and popular culture, or high and low culture, is exactly that. And the interaction of taking elements from popular culture and bring them into contemporary art with all the codes that we try to put on the side is class cultural appropriation. But I will assure you guys, I really don't want the class cultural appropriate you, and that's why I'm going to try another type of interaction that could possibly make something a meeting between these two. This. This is a really interesting shape, this shape. Sorry, it's this shape here. Is really interesting because it's at the same time the contemporary art shape and the YouTube shape that are starting to mix together. So it means even you may be watching this video, maybe you're watching this video and now you're in the Slash House Theater watching this performance and you thought, maybe it's interesting to see it on the video, and now bam, now you're here. And now you're here watching this video, this performance. But I would like to go even further in this video, because now you understood it's a video and a performance, and I make no clear differences between these two things. But I want to go even further. I think that if we want to erase this superiority of art, we should go really further to this point, if it works. It's not that easy to do. Okay. Okay? Ready? Okay? Ready? Okay? Ready? Okay? Ready? What I try to do with this YouTube channel, Grey Truth, and this performance is to erase the boundaries that could exist between a YouTube channel and a contemporary art performance. It's on one side showing a video in a theater, and on the other side showing a performance on YouTube, and making no clear distinction between those two things. So, is being a YouTuber a performance? Well, if you consider that being a performer could be a YouTube video, well, yes. I hope you appreciated this video. If it's the case, please give me a like, leave a comment in the section below, and if it's not done yet, obviously, please subscribe to this channel, Grey Truth. Thank you.